So here's the $1 million question. When did you want to be a professional wrestler and how did you break into the business?
I always wanted to be a wrestler since I was like in elementary school. And it's crazy because I always told like one of my best friends, and we still follow each other on like on Instagram. But back then we were like best friends. Like I told her I wanted to be a wrestler in elementary school. And like she messaged me on Instagram. She was like, wow, you said it back in elementary school. And I was like, I did. Um, and then I started training to become one because I said I wanted to start training before I turned 20 years old. Crazy enough, I always said this too. Like in like high school, I was like, I want to start training like for wrestling by the time I turn 20. Because then, in high school, like when you're 20, that feels old.
Funny how that works.
Right. And now 30 feels old. But yeah, I was like, I want to start training at least by 20 because then I feel old. But that was just me talking back then. So I found Gangrel School in Dania Beach. Actually, I didn't find it. My sister found it for me. And she told me about it to check it out. And I was honestly over college. I hated going to FIU. Like I hated Miami. I hated everything about Miami. I just wanted to leave. I hated the college. And I was just like so defeated. But then when my sister told me about the school, in Dania Beach to train, I was like, okay, cool. I have two choices right now. Either learn to be a wrestler or become a stripper.
That's fantastic. And what's so cool is again, like the contrast with some of the other interviews. We have people who broke into the business in the 90s, and that's when the internet, and this is probably going to sound even weird to you, it's still a little weird to me. The internet was barely around at the time. So you couldn't just look up wrestling schools, you couldn't find this if there wasn't social media. So breaking in then compared to breaking in, now or 5 years ago or however long, it's such a different world and so interesting. Of course, now you have the issue of there's a lot of schools you get to find the right one with the right people and not end up going to, a place that could be either less professional, less beneficial, who abusive, blah, blah, blah. So the fact that you were able to find a good one right away, that speaks to fortunate luck and because of the trainer had a name value, which is what I want to get to now.